Hey guys, Easy Customs Games here. Today I'm going to be showcasing a version 2 of my custom Lego Black Spider-Man symbiote suit, I guess, and also this is actually my third Carnage that I've ever made, because as you might have seen in my old figures video, I made two of them years ago. Made two custom ones years ago, but this is my first one that I made when I was actually good at customizing, or decent. I'm still not that great. But anyways, without any further ado, let's get started with the video, and let's get started with Spider-Man first. Alrighty, so here we have Black Spider-Man, and not much detail. He is very glossy because of the sealant that I put on, because both of these figures I'm not keeping. They're actually from an order, and I had to stop making Smash Brothers figures for about a week and a half, so I could make 7 figures as fast as I could, and I managed to finish them all, but I'm only showcasing these two because they're the only ones that are any good. And you might have seen my original Black Spider-Man, which looked okay, but the spider looked fat. Like, really, really fat. So I fixed that, went ahead and did some extra details, and I think it turned out really nice. And yeah, it's a fairly simple figure. The eyes could have been a bit better, but it's alright. And now let's get started with Carnage. And here we have Carnage. I based this off of just one picture, and that's why the back is completely, there's nothing on there, and you can see stuff like on there. But yeah, and I decided I would do for this figure a cool little effect where I would like make the torso out of the little lines, and these lines aren't just random. I actually tried making a little pattern on them, and it was actually very time consuming, but you can't even really tell that well. The only time you can really see it is right here on the arm. I must have spent at least half an hour on just this arm alone, making every single line. It looks really good in my opinion. And I tried making like a torso, 6-pack and everything more dominant there, but I still tried making it look very stringy and liney. And I think it looks pretty well. And the legs, I honestly were just a kind of bit of a mess, but I still tried to create a pattern from there. And I was going to do the back, but that would have taken a really long time. I'm sorry. But yeah, and also the head looks pretty decent. I think I should have just done a mix color for the mouth, because that looks a bit too bright of a pink for me, but I don't know. And the eyes, I purposely made them kind of look weird like that, and I just kind of created a mask when I first made this. It looked like just kind of like a big V or a big mask in black, and then I just added a few little lines to make it like stretch a bit more. And I think that made a really nice and cool effect. And then all in all, I think it just looks very well. And these do not glow in the dark, although I will be sure to add those elements when I go and ship these out. So I don't know if the buyer's watching this, but yeah, when you get the figures, they'll be able to glow in the dark. So yeah, that's about it for this video. I'm not going to bother to do an ending. So I have these two figures. I'm really proud of them. I hope you guys like them. And also, I forgot to mention, I've started writing down how long it takes me for doing figures during each session. And for this guy, he took me about 5 hours to make. And he took me about 2.5. And I wrote down the difficulties for each figure. This guy was about a 3. No, this guy's a 4, I think, and he was a 2, because he wasn't really that hard, but Carnage definitely was. But I think they both turned out very well, even though Black Spider-Man is still very simple, but so is the actual costume itself. And I'm really glad with this, how they turned out. And Smash Brothers Ultimate stuff, I'm going back to those figures and probably won't stop, except for very certain exceptions and up until when Captain Marvel comes out. Alright, so with that being said, I've talked too much. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and see you guys later. Goodbye.